Technology integration has become the cornerstone of education for the 21st century and is essential for educators to implement the tools available to them in order to attract a tech-savvy generation. According to Capella University, there are five key benefits of technology integration within a classroom. First, it engages students to the lessons and creates active learners. Second, it encourages individual learning. Third, it facilitates peer cooperation. Four, it prepares students for the real tech invested world. And five, it creates more engaged and successful teachers. Norman states that using technology in the classroom not only inspires positive changes in teaching methods and facilitates students' learning, but also boosts their capacity, productivity, and performance. The following lesson plan is centered in the integration of technology while teaching fourth grade students how to use sequence words in order to give directions to a landmark while using Google Maps and slides, meanwhile practicing their chronological order. For a 3 to 5 day course, we selected the second day of class, which integrates the use of traditional and technological tools to accomplish lesson objectives, from creating a PowerPoint presentation using Google Maps and Google Slides. The use of the following tools will be expected throughout the duration of this lesson. Firstly, in the midst of this COVID pandemic, the need for remote learning has required for teachers to use web platforms as a means to remotely give lecture to the students. Here, we will use Zoom as the base for our remote class, as its platform allows the educator to broadcast a lesson remotely with multiple participants at the same time, while it also lets the educator share content from their device with their students. Second, slides will be used in order to create the presentations. The introductory part of the lesson will be the teacher explaining how to use slides to create the presentation, meanwhile using a traditional graphic organizer to explain the use of sequence transition words and phrases to the students. Thirdly, in the development stages of the lesson, Google Maps will be used in order for students to identify how to arrive to a previously selected landmark. The students will then use images from the platform to give visual clues to the audience on how to arrive at their chosen destination, using transitional words and phrases. Lastly, at closing, the teacher will provide students with the following sentence frames and have them do a think, pair, share with an elbow partner using the word bank to finish the sentences. And without any further ado, let's start our lesson. Hello, class. Welcome again to our English class, and I want to thank you all for coming again and for being with me in this class, virtual class that we're creating. I want to thank you again because I know that this is hard during the pandemic. We are not seeing each other in person, and you're taking your time and your resources to be here, and I want to thank you for that. So, I want to tell you that we're going to continue using Zoom in order to give our classes because we need to social distance, right? We need to like not get sick, right? So I want you guys to keep using this platform, okay? So on our last class, we were talking about chronological order and sequencing, and I want to share again with you our graphic organizer that we used on last class. Okay, so this graphic organizer, we're going to use it in order to make chronological order of things. And what is chronological order? To put things in the way that happens, in the number of events that happen, right? So at the beginning, this is the first step. This is the first thing that always happens at the beginning. Okay, it is similar to first, right? So this is the start. Okay, we're going to use this to start our chronological order, right? The sequence phrase at the beginning. Like every story you read, right? Every Disney story, like uh Beauty and the Beast, at the beginning there was a charming prince. So you start every paragraph or every sentence with this, every chronological order with a word or a phrase that tells you something starts. So at the beginning means we're starting, and we need to like continue, keep going with our story or with our informational assets. So we're going to use next, or we're going to use after that, or we're going to use then. You can use each three of these words or phrases in order to continue that chronological order. So next, after that, then, and to end our chronological storytelling or like informational paragraph, we're going to finish with what word? Finally. Very good. Finally. So let's do this. Let's practice how we use this in a paragraph in building a cake. Who here loves cake? I do. I love cake. I love chocolate cake. So let's go to Google Docs here in Chrome, okay? And what do you do first when you're baking a cake? You mix all the ingredients, right? Because we cannot bake a cake without mixing the ingredients first, right? Then after that, what do we need to do? Pour the mix, right? Pour the mix, right? Pour it in a pan. So so we can bake it, right? And then what do? We bake. We take the cake, put it in the oven, and bake it, right? And later, after that, do we put the frosting in? No, we need to let it cool down so we can put the frosting in, right? So later, we wait for the cake to cool down, right? And what is the last step? We frost the cake. We frost it and then we eat it, right? Because that's the whole point of baking a cake. We eat it. We taste that beautiful cake, right? So, do we first let the cake cool down before we mix all the ingredients? No, because in order to bake a cake and let it cool down, we need to mix the ingredients first. And that is what sequencing and chronological order means, to put the things in the step they're supposed to, right? So right now we got that down, and we're going to use Google Slides in order to create our presentations, as I told you before. But before we create our presentations, let's go to Google Slides, and I'm going to show you how to create a presentation using Google Slides. It's not that difficult. We go to Google Slides, okay? And we need to create a new presentation. So we start with blank. There's also a lot of other like presets we can use, but let's build a brand new presentation, shall we? So we hit the bottom blank, and here we have our title page, okay? This is the first title, or like the first slide that appears. Let's give it some personality, right? Let's use, I don't know, this one. How about this one? Yes, let's use this slide to start our presentation. So we're going to put the title. We click on the box like that. And here you put the title, okay? And you want to put your name on your presentation, right? So you go click the second box here and you put your name by, and we already have one slide built. We have a title, right? And how about putting other slides in order to continue the presentation? We can do this by two ways. We can do by insert, okay? Like give a new slide over here, go all the way down to new slide, or we can right click and choose new slide, okay? I'm going to go insert new slide, okay? And then we see a new slide. Here, we're going to start with at the beginning, and, okay? And then you're going to use what? And beginning is what? It's misspelled. So let's use our tools here to check spelling, okay? See, we can change it to beginning, change up, there. See how we did that? How we changed a misspelled word? Okay, I'm going again, tools, spelling, spell check. And since the word is rightly written, there's no suggestions, but let's do that again. Now the word is wrong. We took out the G. Okay, I'm going to tools. I'm going to spelling, spell check. And here you're going to get a list for the words, okay? For the words you want to correct. So you choose the word and you apply change. It's like magic, right? And let's again, let's do another slide and insert a new slide. There you go. And let's use the words we use for chronological order or sequencing. So let's search our here a table, and the next word is going to be next. So let's use next in that word. Okay, let's go to Chrome again. Next. And again, let's use, see, we already have 1, 2, 3 slides, and we're going to add another slide. Okay, so now let's do right click, new slide, and remember, click on the box to edit the text. And let's see what other words we have. The next word is after that, or phrase. The next phrase is after that. So let's put that phrase after that. And you're wondering why we are going to do this, why we are doing this, but trust me, we're going to create this presentation in order to continue with the second part of the class. So bear with me right now. We're just learning how to use Word, PowerPoint. Sorry about that. So let's click new slide. Okay, again, and let's go to our graphic organizer. Which word we have after that? We have then. So we're going to use then now. Again, click on the text box, then. And to finish, what do we use? What do we normally use? The word what? Very good. Finally, very good. So we're going to click on the box and put finally, okay? So the great thing about Google Slide is that automatically it saves. So you don't have to be keeping saving it like we do with other presentations like PowerPoint. It automatically saves this presentation. So if I go back and search for the presentation, it's here. See? So we can return to our presentation and edit that presentation in a later time. So this is how we use Google Slides. So guys, we're going to continue now using Google Maps in order to do our presentations for our landmarks, okay? So I'm going to start sharing my screen and we're going to go to Google Maps. Many of you have already used Google Maps in the past, I don't know, to fool around with, but Google Maps is a strong, like a good uh, tool in order to get directions. So basically is a map, okay? And here you can get directions for anywhere you want to go in Puerto Rico or United States or the places that are actually inside the platform. So right now I want to go to my selected landmark, which I chose the Museum of Art of Puerto Rico. I already searched for it, so this is exactly what you're going to find. But let me show you how you are going to use the platform in order to do this, okay? So let's search, let's say our school, which is bilingual, Padre Rufo. See, and we're here already. We already pinpointed in where we're actually going to start, which is in Bilingüe Padre Rufo, and then you can get directions to places when you click on directions, okay? And then you can choose where you're gonna start. Since we're choosing to start from Padre Rufo Bilingual School and to get to the Museum of Art from our school, I'm going to put our address first, okay? This is the starting point. So to do that, I'm going to use this tool, which is a reverse starting point. I'm going to click on that, see? And now I'm going to choose my destination, which is the Museum of Art of Puerto Rico here. And there you got the information on how to get to the Museum of Art from our school, okay? In order to get details, which you can use to create your presentation, you're going to click on details, okay? And here it gives you the instructions on how to get from our school to the museum, okay? I know I told you that you needed five locations, but in this case, five directions from start to finish. But in this case, we're going to use three in order to give you an example of what we're going to do, okay? So remember that I told you that we can go back to slides and go back and choose our presentation, okay? We're going to use that presentation again, okay? We're going to edit the title, my landmark, art. So my landmark is going to be the Museum of Art of Puerto Rico. We can search for pictures of the Museum of Art so people can already know what is the Museum of Art. So I'm going to look for Museo de Arte de Puerto Rico. And here in images, you're going to get a lot of pictures about the Museum of Art. So we're going to choose a good picture. I'm going to tools here. I'm going to pick any size. I'm going to pick large. And I'm going to download this picture, this image. I'm going to give save as. I'm going to save that image, okay? Or I can also copy image and go over here and paste the image. See? And then you will have to format the picture in order for it to fit inside the presentation. See, we can do that. Put the image here. Or how about making another slide for it? Okay, let's cut that. I didn't like that, so we're going to delete that slide. We're going to go right click, cut. I'm going to give a new slide, insert new slide, and see that the new slide went down. So I'm going to drag that slide with the mouse up, or I can move the slide, the slide before it down, just drag it, and see we change the direction of the slide. So I'm going to go to the slide again, and I'm going to paste the image. Sorry, let's do that. We can undo that using this. See, we're going to copy the image again, copy, and then we're going to paste it here again, paste. So now we have the image of the museum. In order for everybody to know where we're going to be at, okay, where we're going to go. This is our landmark. So when people see this, they'll know that we already arrived to the museum, okay? So I'm going to delete this rapidly, okay? And now we're going to start doing what we need to do, which is use our sorry about that. We're going to use our transition words and phrasing in order to do sequence or chronological order, okay? So let's go, and we're going to start with the first command, which is head southwest on Calle del Parque toward Calle Anton Santi, okay? So at the beginning, we're going to edit this. We're going to head southwest. See what happened there? We need to make this the same letter font. So we are going to select the text. We're going to search for Oswald. There. And we're going to put the font at the size. It's already here. It's already with the last letter, okay? Remember to finish the sentences with a period. And now we're going to use the picture. See the street view picture that the map gave us. So we can either copy the image and paste it or save it to the computer. So I'm going to copy the image there. And it gives you sort of a starting point or knowledge to where you should exactly be. So this is our school to the right, and this is Calle Anton Santi, okay? And you're going to head southwest, so you're going to go down this road, okay? Next, we're going to turn right onto Avenida Juan Ponce de León, okay? We're right now at this point. We already went from this point to this point, and this is the second instruction, okay? We're going to turn right onto Avenida Ponce de León. Okay, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that. Again, Oswald, font 30. There you go. Sorry about that. It didn't happen. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Font 30. Next, comma, lowercase t, and period at the end. Remember to use proper grammar when writing your instructions, okay? And I want to keep your phrases, your transitional words and phrases uh, uh, underline or border, because I want to know that you know how to use those words, okay? And let's again, let's take that picture and copy it. Then we're going to paste it. Okay. So when you see the end of the road, there's a crossroad, right? And there's like a light, the lights, signal lights, you're going to turn right into Ponce de Leon. Okay, after that, let's look. It says that in Avenida Avenida Jose de Diego, we're going to make a right to get that into that avenue, okay? When we see that crossroads again, we're going to make a right at Avenida Jose de Diego, and we're going to put that here. Remember, Oswald, size 30. Let's do it again. Here we go, size 30. And remember, again, use correct punctuation. I deleted something, so see, to cover your errors, you can always do undo, okay? And we're going to copy paste that photo again, okay? This is where you need to make a right. Here, when you see, this is another landmark. Pictures can be landmarks. When you see that painting on the wall, you're going to take a right on that street, okay? So remember that this can be used as landmarks, okay? Remember that everything that can be seen from a distance, you can use it as landmarks, okay? So we're going to copy that picture again, and we're going to paste it. Paste it, and see. If you want to put emphasis on that painting on the wall, you can do it, because it is a very good landmark. So, like I told you, those are basically the instructions to get to the Museum of Art. So we're basically going to delete one slide. So I'm going to choose this slide, and I'm going to delete it. Remember what I told you? Right click, cut. See? We already deleted the slide. We don't need it anymore. And finally, what is the last instruction in order to get to the museum? Is that my destination, after I do that, I follow this arrow like for a half a minute, my destination will be on the right, okay? My destination will be on the right. So I'm going to take a print screen of this picture right here. And I'm going to use it as my final photo, okay? So finally, let's go to our presentation. We're going to put finally your destination. I'm going to quit that underline, your destination. And look, did you got what I did there? I took off the underlining from the word by clicking here, okay, and putting it to white. your destination is on the right. I'm going to take the picture I already did that, so I'm going to copy paste that picture. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay, I already did that, and I'm going to put that picture in my presentation. I'm going again to my presentation and paste it. So we basically finished with our work. This is what I want you to do, guys. See how easy it is to use Google Maps, and see how easy it is in order to get here, to use Google Maps and use instructions. And Google Maps already gives you the chronological order of instructions in order to go to the museum or any point or landmark you choose. So Google Maps is going to help you with that. And this is what I want. This is what you're going to do. And remember to always use the correct transitional words at the beginning, firstly, then, next, after, and to end it, finally. Okay, I want you to use those transitional words in order to do this work. You have 45 minutes to finish. You can give me the work once you're done to my email, or you can put it on Google Classroom, okay? So guys, to finish off, I'm going to give you a 10-chair pair. You're going to go with a partner right now. You're going to choose your partner and you're going to answer this simple fill in the blank and you're going to share it with the class. Okay, so I'm going to head out to here and you're going to read me the sentence. Who can read me the sentence? Very good. Blank words helps us to understand the blank of the informational text. And I can also use blank words when I retell or blank a story. So you already know the drill. You're going to finish or complete fill in the blank with the words we have here. And I want you to know if you already know the definitions of the words, implying you are using it inside the sentence. So guys, you have 3 minutes and I'm going to choose some of you guys in order to share with the class your answers, okay? So this will be all. Thank you for being in the classroom, guys, and have a good day.